Welcome back, guys, to another season of Chaotic Court Podcasts. You already know who we are. We got a guest here for the first episode of the new season 5 of our podcast, Chris.
Hey, that's me.
So we just watched the first episode of Star Wars Visions. This episode was really great. It was really insane. I didn't think that they would go through this depth of making this thing look as good as it did. The graphics were good. The art style, the little story was pretty good. I really liked it. What did you think about it, Chris?
I thought of course, I'm not too experienced. I've never really watched much anime, but I did enjoy the art style.
It was kind of like maybe like a 40s or 30s Japanese style.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was kind
but
of
like
vintage.
also, yeah, but it was like vintage, but also like kinda 3D-ish.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it did have a very
not
3D.
Yeah, like not the 3D that like most anime fans hate. I mean, maybe most people probably hated this. Maybe I don't know, but honestly, it wasn't done half bad.
3D,
it was pretty good.
3D for some anime fans is a big turnoff, and I can kind of understand that. I thought this was done beautifully.
I feel like it was well. Yes, I feel like it was well done here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like the kind of. It almost seemed like it was just a complete pencil sketch.
Oh, right.
You know,
yeah, I kind of got that too.
Yeah,
it seemed very, it seemed like frames were, pencil sketched, which was pretty cool.
Well, that's actually what they do with some animes. They actually do sketch it.
Right.
Actually, I feel like
you
just
got,
like those cartoons.
you got like you got boarding and stuff like that. You
Yeah.
got the storyboarding stuff like that. So
yeah.
and yeah.
I really like how when they both pulled out their sabers, that was where the color was, and also for like the blasters and for the droid like little eyes and everything. Everything else just stayed black and white though.
Yeah, there was color where there needed to be.
Yes.
Yeah, like blaster bolts, stuff like that, like the blades, all that. So yeah, it was overall interesting anime style, and the story was very interesting. Of course, it's not heavily explained in kind of a short episode, but you can kind of get a sense of what's going on.
There's a little bit mystery to there, and that's also what I
right.
like. I really like that.
Oh yeah.
From what I can tell, I guess is, of course, I don't know how much. I'm assuming like none of these are actually like Star Wars canon.
No, they're not.
Kind of a side project type thing.
That's exactly what it is.
But I found it interesting with the stormtroopers, or I guess they're stormtroopers.
Yeah.
That there was a mix of like you had some First Order helmets in there.
Oh yeah, I was about to point
and there
that
was
out.
also like some Phase 2 clone helmets. No, those weren't Phase 2 clone helmets. Those were
there was
Empire helmets.
Yeah, there were Empire stormtroopers. There were First Order stormtroopers. I noticed in there. That was pretty interesting. I didn't really catch anything else.
Those guys are like,
and
those guys are like salvagers. Or they just like
makes sense.
I think they were stormtroopers at a point, but this is like either after the fall of the Empire, or probably after the fall of the First Order. But some of them still have like salvaged Empire helmets or something like that. Because you can notice like some of them, the face plates are missing, stuff like that. There's pieces taken out of the helmets. Like that one guy I saw with an Empire helmet, like most of the visor down to what are the two connections? It's like for like a breathing apparatus, isn't it? The two kind of connections at the bottom of the helmet. From like most of the visor area was just gone out of the helmet.
Now, this first episode was actually animated by an animation company, and I might miss up.
Kamikaze.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm looking at them right now. I'm looking at their myanimelist.net page.
It looks like they did JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh.
Okay.
No.
But here's the thing, I was about to say that, but also if you look at JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, it says David Production. So I guess that they were involved. Because like where it says David Production, it should say Kamikaze Doga, but it doesn't. Whereas if you notice, like, if you scroll down, you see, like, the other works where they actually do have their name in it. This does not list them at all. It just says David Production. So I think they were involved in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
I can see that because a little bit
they weren't like the main animator.
Yeah, I've seen, maybe they just did a little bit of the animations, because I've seen some of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and I did get like slight vibes from this first episode.
I started that, by the way.
Oh, nice. You have to let me know how it
is. Me and Jaden started watching it. It's actually...
I've heard it's actually
excellent. It's pretty good.
I've actually heard
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's like kind of... I feel like it's making fun of like a lot of shonens in a way, but it does have an alright story to it.
Oh, here's a good thing.
I've been too tortured by JoJo references by Santi to ever totally watch that show.
I totally understand that. Here's something that Kamikaze Doga has animated, if not made, Batman Ninja back in 2018. If you've ever seen it.
I didn't know that was a thing.
You did know that was a thing?
I did not know that was a thing.
That's a thing?
No, I did not know.
It's on, I think it's on HBO.
Is it on HBO?
I saw, I could have swore I saw it last time I was on there looking for DC stuff.
I will check that out, because I've seen clips from this, and I haven't seen the whole thing, but I've heard it's pretty good.
That's on there.
Yeah, so I mean, I can't really tell what else they've made, other than
other than this, they're not really all that popular.
If
to
not
be
made,
honest,
then
like
just
I haven't really seen. Yeah, I haven't really seen any of these. I have heard of Tales of Cristoria, but I've never really.
So have I. That sounds very familiar.
Yeah.
Tales of Cristoria.
But other than that, and like their possible involvement with JoJo, they really don't really have much going for them. It's pretty solid that Disney picked them up.
Oh yeah. Anime site collaboration with Kamikaze Doga. Looks like they were collaborating with the people who did what's that game? What's that one Japanese game that's pretty popular, and there's like so many of them? Dungeon Quest. You know what I'm talking about? Dungeon Quest?
Yeah.
Or maybe it's Dragon Quest. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Dragon Quest. Yeah.
I actually really enjoy Dragon Quest. I have a couple of them on the good old 3DS. But I have to get back into those because they can get very confusing sometimes. But anyways, what was everyone's favorite part in this whole episode?
That's
a hard one. All right, I'll go first.
The part where he reveals. Oh no! Sorry,
no. Go ahead. Go ahead.
The part where he reveals like all those crystals in his his robe.
That was very cool.
He's like, I killed a bunch of these. People.
And here you think that he's like not inexperienced, but like that he's maybe not fought someone in a long time, and he's just looking for a fight to both save the village and to maybe show that he's not so rusty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he looks like he's been around the block a couple times. Let's be honest.
Oh, he definitely has.
What was your favorite part, Chris?
Honestly, probably the reveal of the kind of, I guess we called it umbrella lightsaber.
Yes, that was very cool.
Thing. That was honestly, especially after the droid started shooting the rotary cannon, and every single shot just bouncing off.
Yeah, that was very cool.
I did get some Rebels flashbacks from when she used it to hover.
Oh, no.
I got some Rebels flashbacks from that.
Oh, no.
But other than that, it was pretty cool. And when she just ran through the dude and then opened it back up.
Oh yeah, the I don't know what species Bosk is, but
it wasn't Bosk. It was just a random
it's
Trandoshan.
His species. It's his species.
Right, the Trandoshans.
There we go. I'm glad you know.
Yeah, she just ran through him and then opened it back up, and then immediately went for the droid and the cannon.
Oh yeah.
That was honestly the whole use of that style lightsaber was very cool.
I have a couple parts.
And really, the fact that like after when those two engage in their duel, the fact that it's not like how many was there, like eight different things on it? I didn't really count. There's like 6 or 8.
8 different.
Like blades on it.
Oh yeah. The fact that they didn't use all of those for their duel.
Yeah, that would have been kind of cool to see.
Would have been like a
how
Grievous kind of.
Would defend against that, but yeah. Can you imagine Grievous with like dual-bladed lightsabers?
Oh no.
Oh god.
Oh no!
But,
wait, have you seen that? Have you seen that clip where Grievous just has like 20 like different lightsabers and he goes to spin them all and he just obliterates himself? Have you seen that?
No.
It's really funny.
I guess it would be
funny.
I guess it would be like something like Pong Krell, because he
Yeah.
had 2 dual blades.
Yeah. Screw that guy.
But anyways, back to the thing. The fact that those weren't like separate sabers on their own, but it was just like some kind of it channeled the singular crystal. I don't really know how that works, but
almost.
yeah, almost, that's probably something like that. Yeah, because then when she actually pulls the blade out,
they diffract.
It just goes to the singular blade, and that just goes away. Or the umbrella just deactivates.
Yeah, it's very cool.
So it's some kind of refraction or something, maybe. I'm not sure.
Something like that. I think I have a couple parts that I really liked. My first, it's hard to distinguish between the two, but I can't tell whether I like this part more, where out of nowhere she goes to slash him from a forward frontal attack. And then he just grabs the saber using the force. That was pretty cool. But then there's the other part where he pulls out his saber real slow like, and it's a red. And I'm like, okay, I didn't expect that. That was cool.
Are you talking about like when he first pulls out the saber?
When he first pulls out his saber to duel her.
Yeah.
That part caught me off guard. That was cool.
Yeah, I did not. I expected, you always expect, like, going against the Sith, you expect, like, a blue or green lightsaber, because it's normally a Jedi. But the fact that it just pulls out a red saber, it's like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then she yells, "Traitor!"
Or says something, coward.
Yeah, I don't know. My mind went to traitor from episode 7, but...
Traitor!
Traitor!
Yeah.
Kylo Ren yelling at Finn. Traitor!
Oh, yeah.
There's like a 10-hour version of him just screaming at Finn. Who the hell has time for that? Yeah.
Nah, it wouldn't be too hard to edit, but...
Oh yeah, it wouldn't be too hard to edit. You just have to find the right thing, just like loop it. Honestly, I've seen the 10-hour edit. It would, depending on what kind of computer you got, it might take it a long time to
I
finalize it.
That. You probably have to have 2 CPUs.
It might be it might have a fat file by the end of your done. But by the time you're done,
oh man!
But it's as far as the editing stages on the human end, it shouldn't be that hard.
Can you imagine
not to discredit whoever made it, but
can you just imagine deleting that file from your computer once it finally uploaded to YouTube? It's just like your computer can finally breathe now.
Honestly.
Oh yeah. 100%.
You know what was also really cool? The probe droid that we saw from episode 5.
Oh yeah.
Off. That thing was in there, and looked like it was being piloted by whatever that creature that young boy Anakin went up against in the pod race in episode 1.
Sabula.
Sabula. Yeah, whatever race he is, that looked like they were piloting the probe droid.
I don't know what race that is, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, neither do I.
I didn't catch that. Were they sitting like in the droid or something, or were they like?
They were sitting in the droid because I saw them just start taking out all the guards that were in the village. the stormtroopers or the Ravagers or whoever. And then they just started blasting them all, and I was like, oh damn, they're gonna lose the battle. And then they shot out the probe droid out of the sky, and it started spinning. It sounded like it was like still functional, and it wasn't just used as like armor. And then you just saw like Sobola like flying the thing, so that was interesting to see.
Right.
But yeah, this was a good first episode. Props to them. Props to the animators. Props to Disney for finding them too, and possibly giving them more credit that they deserve, and introducing people to their shows that they have created. Props to Disney. Props to the animators too. Very happy about this episode.
One thing I do want to mention was the style of his lightsaber handles were a katana style, a traditional katana style handle.
Really cool too.
Those were interesting, and the fact of like that it wasn't like it wasn't like a normal lightsaber where you just pull it out of your waistband and ignite the blade. It seems like the blade is maybe always ignited inside that sheath. I'm not sure. Whatever it is, it's whatever the case may be, it's pretty cool.
It makes me wonder, it makes me want to get more into it, but like Beskar apparently can reflect blaster bolts and lightsabers.
Yeah, well, we saw that Mando season 2 where Din just used his like forearm guards and stuff to block Ahsoka's sabers.
Right.
Even against the dark, and the between him and Moff Gideon with the Beskar spear, it was blocking the darksaber.
And that spear, I'm supposing that same spear is the same spear that Plasma had.
No, I don't think so.
No, because Plasma had a spear.
She had a spear, yes, but I don't think it was.
Now I need to go into it, and I'm
no, because that.
See, there's so many different things.
It's not Phasma.
Oh yeah, okay, Phasma. But
Man with the Star Wars podcast.
Yeah, if Taraj isn't here to say it, might as well. We might as well.
Of course, that was. Let's see, Mando takes place before the First Order.
Yeah, so there's a whole lot of similarities between Phasma. A lot of people are considering that Phasma is that girl in the new show. What is that show?
Omega.
Oh yeah, Omega from Star Wars.
Bad Batch.
What is that? Bad Batch. A lot of people are considering that maybe that's her, all grown up, because she ages as a normal adult.
Right. She's not. She doesn't have the enhanced growth like all the rest of the clones except for Boba.
So it's a possibility.
She's It's a
possibility.
Let's
I'm
see.
not discouraging it. It would be really crazy to see.
She's maybe about like what 12 or 13, I guess.
In that show, probably. You could say
in the show,
maybe like 12, maybe 10.
I guess how old is Boba? Because they were probably created at the same time.
Well, no.
No. They were. Yeah, Boba would be a little bit older.
He would be like maybe.
She's probably like 12 or 13, if I had to guess. I don't think her age has been like confirmed.
You gotta remember this. It's 30 years after Darth Vader had died, and that's when the First Order had started.
So she would be like let's see, between Order 66 and the original trilogy, so there's like a huge gap in between like Order 66 and episode 4. I guess episode 3 and 4.
They say it's 30 years as Anakin and 30 years as Darth Vader, and then 30 years after that. 30 years after that, after his death, and that's when episode 7 takes place. So,
nah, that wouldn't work then.
No, you don't think so? Because
Omega would have to be like 60 or 70.
Dude, dude, like, how old is Boba Fett in The Mandalorian Season 2? Like in the Star Wars universe, I feel like you stay pretty spry. You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah, I mean, because you can tell Boba is getting old, but
he's who are like swimming like
he's
faster
still
than
out
Michael
there.
Phelps, dude.
That's true. I mean, yeah, Boba still out there fucking shit up.
Look at Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's 70. He's 70, and he's still.
Yeah, that's true.
Ass. So like, it's not impossible.
Yeah,
because he's on fucking steroids.
No,
he's got access to steroids that no one else has access to.
I will not let you disgrace Arnold like that.
He's on the man is on a massive amount of steroids, Jordan.
I do not believe that.
Steroids by things we did not even knew existed. Like they found like some kind of like alien shark out in space, took the testosterone from it, pumped it into Arnold.
What? Anyways, all right. So thanks everybody for watching this episode. Tune in for more episodes. We stream from time to time on Twitch. You can follow me at twitch.tv/hotpocket61. You can follow Tristan at twitch.tv/ApolloYourKing. Does Chris have anything that he wants to put in here?
No, I don't. I mean, you'll see me around, you know. I'll be around.
Chris don't have nothing. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys.